And welcome to Giggles and Gaze, the podcast where we talk about whatever we want to talk about. I'm Alan.
And I'm Larry.
And I'm Jeff.
And we're gay. Word.
Gay.
That was good, guys. I like that.
Thanks.
How are we doing?
How we doing?
Pretty well.
Oh my goodness, this is the second week after Thanksgiving, right?
Yeah, well... Yes.
Yeah?
After having turkey so many nights in a row, it's hard to tell.
Yes, it would be. It would be. It would
The
be.
second week.
It would be.
It's like you know when people have babies and it's like, oh, my kid is 18 months. You mean your kid's a year and a half?
Yeah.
Is that it's the second week.
53 weeks. What?
But it is our first episode in December.
Yay.
Yay, in December. And also it's a Monday.
Hooray. What
So
is
you know what that means?
It's a Monday in December.
It's a Monday in December. So, Monday means it's Man Crush Monday. Woo!
Man Crush Monday.
So,
Unlike Thirst Trap Thursday.
unlike Thirst Trap Thursday, which, by the way, everybody, I forgot to post our Man Crush Monday on Monday. So, it got posted on Thursday, and I'm very sorry. Neil Patrick Harris, you will always be our Man Crush Monday, but now you're also going to be our Thirst Trap Thursday. So, our Man Crush, I'm so sorry. I forgot I had so much turkey. It was ridiculous. We were also putting up Christmas lights and decorating, so that's a
Ho, ho.
ho, 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 but that's another episode. So, our our Man Crush Monday this week is Nick Jonas and sometimes Joe Jonas.
Because he's married to Sophie Turner.
But not the other one.
If you want a daddy, then Kevin Jonas is definitely up your alley.
Or the other one.
Frankie, I don't think he's over 18
He doesn't
yet.
count.
I didn't
Maybe
even know
he is over
existed
18?
until today.
I don't know.
I didn't even know he existed, so...
And it's funny because for the longest time I thought it was a joke. They're like, yeah, there's a fourth Jonas brother. And everyone's like, oh, ha, ha. And they're like, no, this is him. He's the fourth Jonas brother. He's not in the band.
No, he's not in the band. He must have no talent at all.
Wow.
I don't mean that. I don't mean that he must not have a vocal talent.
His skills must lie elsewhere.
They ran out 3 people with vocal talents and then nothing. I'm sorry, Frankie. But yes, Nick Jonas because he's yummy. And his wife is beautiful, though. I think I'm not going to even try to pronounce her name, but they did have 2 weddings. I think this recently was their 2nd wedding anniversary, so we've been married longer than them.
Ooh.
Ha ha, Nick Jonas, happy you.
It is a competition.
Yes, but his wedding probably cost a gajillion times more than what our wedding cost.
Yeah.
Which was not hard. But yes, so everybody, that is our Man Crush Monday. If you like the Jonas Brothers, feel free to comment and, like all the pictures of them. I'm going to try and post a couple of them later today. But yeah, no, Joe, you're kind of... And if you're looking for a daddy, Kevin. And then if you're looking for some hanker-panker, Nick Jonas.
I thought you were going to say the fourth one, and I was like, please don't, if he's underage.
I don't even know how old he is. I just said that. I don't know how old. But,
okay.
so I don't know if you can guess.
What's his name, Frankie?
Frankie Jonas. Frankie Jonas. God, please let him be over 18. So
He's an actor.
he's an actor?
Yeah.
Like a legitimate one? Or like pornography?
Please stop while you're ahead.
Wow.
I
He
mean,
was born in 2000.
okay, so he's 20 years old.
Of age.
He's of age, okay.
Let's see, his career. He voice acted in Ponyo.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
That's a Studio Ghibli film.
He was a reoccurring character in the Disney Channel original series Jonas.
Yes, I did know that. I did know that. Well, duh.
He was in Camp Rock 2.
Huh.
So are all of them.
He was in the e-reality show Married to Jonas.
Well, that makes sense.
Oh, he did make a song in 2017.
Really?
On SoundCloud, it's Shanghai Noon.
I feel like I've seen that pop up somewhere.
We'll just have to listen to it sometime. We'll check back in next
He
week.
has a degree in audio engineering.
Good for him.
Huh.
Wow.
Maybe he is talented in other ways. I'm sorry.
I do retract your statement.
I retract my statement. Everything I said about Frankie, and everything I said about
Sometimes
Frankie.
he's referred to as the bonus Jonas.
The bonus Jonas. That's a good one.
That's a sweet way of putting we didn't put you in the band.
We didn't put you in the band because you were young. It's like whenever royalty has whoever's in line for the throne, when they have a second child, the heir and the spare. And he's a bonus Jonas. So as you can tell, I don't know if you can, this episode is not solely based off of the Jonas Brothers.
But we can do one if you want.
Can do one if you want it. We'll talk about the Jonas Brothers. Just, let us know. But this week we're going to be talking about music.
Music.
Makes up all this fun. Yeah. Who sang that song? Anybody know?
No.
You did.
Madonna. It was a Madonna song.
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't have. I mean, you sang it well. I had it in my head. I just couldn't.
Oh, thank you. So, there's lots to about. Let's talk about music. We could talk about music forever. I think all three of us thoroughly enjoy music.
Yeah, I don't think I could go with a day without music. I literally cannot focus if music's not playing.
Music is one of your main focusers.
Yeah. Yeah, if I'm sitting there doing homework or something and there's not a form of music playing, it could be car commercial jingles, and I need music to focus.
He gets annoyed about there's this one car commercial.
Oh my gosh.
It's David Moss. It used to be David Moss Toyota, and now he's not David Moss Toyota.
You want a David Moss Toyota, and now it's get the deal you want, and I'm like, that doesn't.
It's terrible.
You've ingrained it in my head.
Every time it comes
this
on.
one way, and then they flipped it.
They flipped a script. What about you, Jeff? Does music touch your everyday?
Yeah, I listen to it. If I'm not listening to a podcast or an audiobook in the car, I'll listen to it when I'm driving to work. I'll usually listen to it maybe before I go to bed, but it's in all video games.
Don't they release they probably have started releasing soundtracks of the video games.
Yeah, they always release sound, depending on how big the game is. They release the soundtracks.
Some of those soundtracks are the most played on my Apple.
Didn't you Larry, I'm sorry, no one can see me pointing you. Didn't you just find a holiday one?
I did.
That was Zelda?
Did, yes.
Yeah.
It's I'll look up the album title, but it's Zelda music in the style of Christmas songs.
It was really good.
Fantastic. They even have a 12 Days of Christmas, where it's on the first day of Christmas, Zelda gave to Link, da 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 da, and it goes. It's funny. Let's see here.
Well, he's looking that up. Jeff,
Yes.
when you're in the car, are you more of a radio person, or are you more of music from your phone kind of person?
Usually music from my phone, unless I'm tired of the music on my phone and I want to try and maybe find something new, then I'll go to the radio.
Gotcha. Yeah, because when I worked in the morning, I was a morning radio person because I hadn't discovered podcasts yet. And then once I discovered podcasts, I was like, meh, I don't need to listen to you, even though I love the Orlando morning radio stations, XL 106.7, Johnny's House and all that. I love that. I kind of love that kind of stuff. 107.7. But now it's 107.7, I think, in both of our cars.
Yeah.
Because of Christmas, and they play Christmas music all the time. That's another episode, but that's when I listen to the radio the most.
I'm bougie and I have Sirius satellite radio.
Oh.
Okay, but to be fair, in the Nissan, I have it on auxiliary only. Yeah. I am not a radio person. I have 3,000 or 4,000 songs on my Apple account, and so if I don't know what I want to listen to, I shuffle, and then I skip, and I'm like, oh, I'll listen to
That's what I've been doing lately. I just have my phone on play all the songs that I have on my phone. It's 2,000 something songs right now.
Amateur.
And if I don't like it, sorry.
You can get better. All you gotta do is hit that add button on Apple Music, and it's
Apple Music, if you want to sponsor us.
But I just skip whatever I don't want to listen to, and then when I find something, it's good. I've been skipping a lot.
You
of
have to
Into the
be in a
Woods.
jam. You're like, okay, this is how I'm going to listen to this.
I do go through moods driving. I'll generally go into like it. It'll either be based on my mood. I'll be like, oh, happy songs, sad songs, angry songs, or it'll be I need something really high paced so I can feel like I'm racing.
Mm-hmm.
I have a racing playlist.
He has we've listened to it in the car before, like Mario Kart
Yes.
music, and it's his favorite to race down the road or go to work in.
Yes, I get to work on time every day.
But that's the thing. It's like music, you have to be in a particular mood for a particular type of music. I mean, like, especially in the car. Like, I know for me, when I'm in the car, if I'm doing errands lately, if anyone follows my social media, you can see I've been in like a 90s and 80s country mood. Like all the old Trisha Yearwood stuff and the Reba stuff and all of the older country when they had great voices. Not that the newer country doesn't have great voices, but these are like really good voices. And I just drive down the road listening to this country music. But I think for me, it's the country was like the hard-working people when I was growing up. Mm-hmm. And that's why I listen to country music. I know it's weird. But when it gets cold, I have to listen to like early 2000 pop music. Like NSYNC, Britney,
Now, why
all
is
that
it when
kind
it
of
gets
stuff.
cold?
Because it's one of those you roll down the windows and you're jamming out to it, and that's what I did when I was in school. Is when it was cold, I would roll down the windows and I wouldn't worry about gas because I didn't have to pay for gas when there's no AC on, and I just roll down the windows and I'd be jamming out to all the different stuff, or at least that's my theory. If you don't run the AC, then
You're not using
as much gas.
Oh, I was
'Cause
gonna say,
AC
you still got to pay for gas.
no, but you don't,
like,
No, Jeff, you forgot. In Florida, if you're not running your AC, gas is free.
Gas doesn't run out. Your car
that
just
would
goes
be
on forever.
That'd be such a good idea, though. If you're not running your AC, you can go in the express lane for free.
Yep, you just pull up,
You go get free gas.
pull up
I'm
to
with
7-Eleven,
grass.
be like, sorry, I wasn't using my AC. You can just put this on your own card.
I haven't used
of
my
course,
AC
thanks.
all day. But no, I don't know. That's just for me. Those are a couple of my moods. Is listening to that. I would listen like NSYNC and Backstreet Boys and Britney and all of them. But the windows have to be down. It's music you can like jam out to. Like when you see somebody beside you and your windows are down and you're just like jamming out, rocking out. They're like, "What the fuck are you doing? I'm gonna roll my window up."
If you see Alan driving by with his windows rolled up, he's crying in his car listening to something sad.
I do roll up my windows when I'm listening to sad music. Does anyone else have a sad music playlist?
Who doesn't?
I love sad
I think
music.
I need to rebuild my sad music playlist because when I looked at my sad music playlist, it was from like high school, and I was like, "This is mostly just angsty."
That's a mood. Angst is a mood.
Angst is a mood, and when I'm feeling angsty, I will listen to like Linkin Park and Korn and like all of that stuff. I have two things. The first is
Okay.
I looked up the album. It's Merry Hyrule Christmas. Second, is there music that you could listen to regardless of what mood you're in?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Like I know there's like in my top 25 songs on Apple, which I will bring up here. There are a lot of songs where I'm like, oh, I can see why that's on there because I did listen to that for like on repeat forever. But like there's one of them, it's actually from the Yoshi Story game. It's called Love is in the Air, and it's just the main theme played on the guitar. And it's just like, it's so happy. That and video game music anytime.
I'm more of a Broadway type show person. I could listen to that music anytime. Or classical, to be honest.
Uh-huh.
What about you, Jeff?
I'm I'll listen to whatever. Like my phone, if you're listening to it randomly, it'll play Broadway. It'll go to angsty. It'll go to classic rock. It'll go to pop. It'll go to everything. I don't really have a particular thing that I hone in on. But that being said, what is your guys' favorite artists?
Ooh, that's a good
Can
question.
we do top 5?
Sure.
Is
You
this
can do,
I thought
you
I'd
can do-
ask first.
Is this
you
a
can
Larry
do
favorite?
top 5, but
Top
if
5?
you don't have 5, you don't have to say 5.
Okay.
Okay.
You can just say 2.
You can just say as many as you need to. Okay.
Jeff, why don't you go first? That's a really
Imagine
good question.
Dragons is my favorite band.
They're good.
They are really good.
I like
favorite
their
artist.
what's that song about going to jail on a bus and the air pollution.
Did they do the
Radioactive.
Coca-Cola song?
Radioactive.
Yes.
They did the Coca-Cola song, right?
They on top of the world.
Yeah, is that
I'm on
Imagine
top of the
Dragons?
world.
Yeah.
Hey,
Love that song. That song instantly makes me feel good.
because we
They're a
were
great
crying
band.
because everyone was so happy. We took the Coca-Cola tour in Atlanta, Georgia, and for part of it, they're like they make you sit down and watch a movie that's essentially advertising Coca-Cola, which is fine. That's literally why you're there. But the video was really sweet because it was all of these people doing like really sweet things, and there was a couple in it getting married, getting engaged on a hot air balloon, and you and I
Had just gotten engaged.
We'd
That
just
sounds
gotten
dangerous.
engaged, and so we were just sitting there. They're getting married, like we're gonna get married.
We cried so much. So Imagine Dragons, do you only have one? Or do you
Imagine Dragons is my top. I mean, I don't. Imagine Dragons is like the one I'll listen to like all the time, no matter what. But then other than that, I don't really like. I just like songs by different people.
yeah.
So, I'm going with Imagine Dragons.
Okay,
What about you?
me.
Hold on, we gotta sit down for this one. We got a long list.
We got to strap in.
It's funny though because like I set up this top favorite list in my head all the time. I'm always like, if someone were to ask me right now, what would it be? And it's always it's stayed pretty consistent. Foo Fighters.
Oh, that's a good one.
Foo Fighters are amazing, and Dave Grohl and anyone from Foo Fighters, if you ever want to come on the podcast, just come on.
I thought that's what I did.
It is your thing, but
Um,
he's allowed to invite people. To let him. He's still an intern, but he can invite people if he wants.
Foo Fighters, Red Hot Chili Peppers, Muse.
Good one.
It's just 3.
Can you not?
What?
You can't do 5.
Are you feeling
Oh,
okay?
I can.
We
I
tried to
can,
be generous.
I can do 5.
You got 2 more. Let's go. Let's hear it.
2 more. Okay.
You can't look at your phone and
Yeah, you
find
can't
your
look at your
favorite
phone.
one.
You gotta know it.
I gotta.
It's gotta be.
They're your
It's gotta be
favorite.
here in your
Oh,
heart.
the guy who compose the guy who composes all of the Mario and Zelda music.
I don't know his name. Don't look at me.
That's why I was gonna look it up.
I like John Williams.
John Williams is good. Oh, okay. Michael Giacchino. Any score done by him is amazing.
Example.
Up.
Up.
Oh, okay.
He did the entire upside. Actually, I think at one point, didn't he do something in Star Wars?
He did Star Trek.
Star Trek. He did Star Trek.
He did Up, Star Trek.
The movie we watched the other day, The Family Stone.
He-
We watched that.
Yes, The Family Stone. He also did The Incredibles. He's done a lot of Pixar films.
The dad from The Incredibles is in The Family Stone. Sorry, that's a random fact. Sorry.
We were talking about that movie earlier.
Is it an animated movie?
No.
No?
He did, the real person who does the Craig T. Nelson is in that movie.
Babe, what are your
It's
top
just
5
this
favorite?
animated
He's
character.
animated as I don't know. He's kind of cool. Anyways, that's for another episode.
With the mask and the costume.
Did I
and
break
everything.
him? Is he broken?
Who, me?
Are you broken?
No, I'm
Are
fine.
you good? Okay.
I'm fine.
I would say, oh god, Michael Bublé.
Ooh, that's a good one.
That's a favorite of ours. Like that's Michael Bublé. Carrie Underwood used to be like a huge favorite of mine.
Who are your current
I know. I'm
favorites?
trying. I don't. Have,
You picked 5.
well, because I thought I could have them. I didn't know. I think I do like Imagine Dragons. I do like them. I actually really like the way Nick Jonas sings.
Okay.
I know we just mentioned it.
You're
I
allowed to
actually
have
do
them.
like.
Are you
I like
a
the.
sucker for him?
Sorry, that was all of them though.
That was all of them.
That was
That's
all
not
the
a
Joe
Nick Jonas
Bros.
song.
I'm a sucker for him.
I love the video. No, I actually, I'm a Joe Bros fan. I would say.
Did you come up with one?
I
Go
did, but
ahead.
I'm gonna do it
Go
after
ahead.
you. No, you go.
Paused. Go ahead.
I was gonna say Monster X.
Oh, Monster X is really good. Okay, so I'm gonna. I've just been naming them off. Michael Bublé, Monster X. Because thank you for reminding me. I love Monster X also.
They're good.
His sisters love, and his sisters and his mom and his dad love Monster X. Aren't we seeing them in May?
Yeah.
We're seeing them in
Should
May,
all
so
go
I'm super
well.
excited.
Wear your masks.
Should all go wear? Yeah, wear your mask. So Michael Bublé, Monster X, the Jonas Brothers,
Dolly Parton.
Reba. I like Reba better.
Yeah.
I know that's saying something. Like Reba. I'm just going to go with 4. Those are probably my top 4 favorites. And actually, and I'll put them all in one category. Any of the Rue girls from RuPaul's Drag Race.
Yes.
Any of them. I just love them all. Like, they're all fantastic.
My name's Roxy Andrew, and I'm here to make it
My name is Roxy Andrews. I'm here to make it clear. That's why you brought me, baby. That's why you brought me back. I don't know.
We'll give it a listen.
We'll give it a listen. But no, there's just so many. Like, I know. Just to backtrack a little bit, we talked about crying. Like, do you guys have a specific song that makes you cry? You can name 2.
I don't cry.
You don't cry?
No. I'm an emotionless human being.
Oh, well, yeah.
Thanks for agreeing with me.
Well, I was just about to say, you've seen me cry.
Yeah, I know.
I'm an ugly crier. You should have seen we put up the tree, and I do this thing. This is something. Never mind. We'll talk about that on another episode. On our Christmas
Tell me
episode,
after.
we'll talk about that. But I'll tell you after. Then I'll talk about it later again. But you do. Are you for real? Are you not going
Do
to
you
talk
have
about
any
your
sad
crying
songs?
I'm trying to think of a song that makes me cry. That's what I'm trying to think of.
Oh,
I don't think there's a song that necessarily... If I'm in a sad mood and I listen to this song, maybe I'd cry to a sad song. But it would have to, like, be depending on what my mood is, what's going on, and
Yeah.
when the last time I cried was, and if it built up enough for me to actually cry.
oh, I feel like during the holiday
There's only
season, I'm
certain
always
times...
emotional.
No, I'm not. There's only certain things, like, that would have to happen for me to cry.
Okay, so
We're not going to get dark on the show right now.
no. So, like, I know for me particularly,
Uh-huh.
I didn't used to have crying songs. And then I lost my mom, and then I came up with crying songs just because of the situation. Because, sometimes when you're taking care of someone else, you don't really get to cry. So that was the point for me. And I did not get to cry, so I would come up with crying songs. So that would help me cry. And then actually these songs kind of helped me a little bit today. But one of the songs is from Little Women the Musical. And it's where they talk about the umbrella. Not umbrella. Wrong one. It's Some Things Are Meant to Be. That's what it is.
Some things are meant to be.
It's Some Things Are Meant to Be, and I cry all the time.
It's so
if
sweet.
you know the musical at all, it's basically where the youngest sister goes to the beach and she ends up. That basically is her passing away song. It makes me cry all the time. Most recently, something that has been on my crying list that really shouldn't. It is a Christmas song, and I'm gonna go ahead and say it.
I've got one too.
But it's just by Judy Garland. It's
It's not WAP.
Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
No one else's version makes me cry. But when Judy sings it,
And Grown Up Christmas List.
I am crying so much that I have no idea what I'm doing with myself. Like, at all.
Should I just say songs that are on my sad list?
I mean, yeah.
So I don't seem emotionless?
No, we know your emotion.
Bigsby Canyon Bridge
I've never heard that song before.
by Death Cab for Cutie. Demons by Imagine Dragons. I'm super going to contradict everything I've ever said in my life. No One Is Alone from Into the Woods.
No. What?
Because I said I don't like the musical, but there are certain songs I like in it. That's the only song I like in it.
Well, I mean, that's kind of a sad song.
It is a sad song. Because they're telling both Jack and Red that they're not alone.
I mean, they're not.
I know, but that's what it's about. Anyway.
But that's mine. What about yours? What are your sad songs?
I know I kind of ran over yours. I remembered you and I were crying in the car because we were listening to Grown Up Christmas List.
Yeah.
And we got to a point where we were both like heavy heaving.
But I can listen to that and at any other point and not cry.
Yeah. For me, it's when you said Death Cab for Cutie, that reminded me of Follow You Into the Dark.
Mm-hmm. That's a good one, too.
That's a good crying
That's
song.
on my song.
Creep by Radiohead and Korn, because their cover of it is very sweet.
Any cover I've ever heard of that song, Creep, it's always really good. I've never heard a bad cover of
Is
Creep.
that the I'm a creep, I'm a weirdo? Okay.
Okay.
Because didn't they do that on American Horror Story
Probably.
during the freak show section? I think
Oh my gosh, you're right.
she did. Yeah, I think she did it.
Oh, I need to add that to the Halloween playlist.
Really good.
But yeah, on the Christmas songs that make me cry, I'll Be Home for Christmas. Because I remember there it was when I had moved down here, and it was just a very crappy holiday season. It was like the worst. I heard that song, and as a kid, it was always like, "Oh yeah, I'll be home for Christmas. Oh, everything's wonderful." But then I was listening to it, and I was like, "This person, the person singing the song, isn't saying that they're going to be home for Christmas. They're imagining how wonderful it would be if they'd be home for Christmas, because the last line is, 'If only in my dreams.'" And it's just that when I heard that line, tears just fell off my face.
I think it depends on what you've gone through in your life that songs will hit differently.
I associate songs to different emotions.
I can see that.
That's how I function. So if I'm upset and I don't tell you, I'll send you a song sometimes.
Ooh.
Is
We've
that,
never got sent a song, though.
is that why we got F the police
I'm trying
the other
to
day?
yeah. I'm trying to express my emotions more in words rather than actions. Does that make sense?
No, it makes complete sense.
Yeah.
100%.
Trying to be more of a human being than a
I mean,
emotionless robot.
you're almost there.
fuck you.
You're almost there.
But do you guys want to know some fun facts that happened today on December 7th in different times of the,
Yes.
of the
Could
world?
I have a mediocre fact?
Sure.
Like mediocre Monday facts?
Did you know that
No.
in 1787,
Jeez.
Delaware became the first state to ratify the United States Constitution.
Really?
yeah,
As we all know, in 1941 today, it is Pearl Harbor Day.
Pearl Harbor Day.
so
I forgot about that.
that's a thing.
If you were born on December 7th, you were most likely conceived of the week of March 15th.
St.
Which
Patrick's.
is right before St. Patty's Day.
That makes sense, too.
Top of the morning.
December 7th is International Civil Aviation Day,
Huh.
Letter Writing Day, National Cotton Candy Day, so get some cotton candy, and Pearl Harbor Remembrance Day, as we know. Some birthdays, let's see. Sarah Bareilles was born today,
She didn't have to write me a love song.
and so was Aaron Carter.
Yeah.
And Nicholas Hoult, who's an English actor, was also born this
Beast,
day.
right? He plays the Beast?
Sure. I don't know. I don't know
either.
actors. Apollo
he played the
17
Beast.
was launched today.
Ooh.
In 1957, the #1 hit was "You Send Me" by Sam Cooke.
You send me right around, baby, right around.
Let's
That's
see
the one?
if we can get
No.
some. No.
That's You Spin Me Right Round.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good. That was a good remix,
In
though.
1991 to 1992 of January 24th, Michael Jackson's "Black or White" was the #1 song. Edward Scissorhands was released in theaters in 1990.
Ooh.
Yeah. That's
Neither
some-
one of you were born, right?
No.
No.
I was.
But that's some of my fun facts for today.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I actually find a lot of them interesting.
Indeed.
They were.
Indubitably.
But do you know where we should go from there?
Where?
Dun, 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 dun.
Into Husband Royale.
Oh, Jesus. Do I have to go put on my, like, tights and stuff?
Why?
Because we're the husband royale.
You're not gonna.
Do you
Like
remember Celebrity
Gladiator?
Deathmatch from MTV?
Yes, that's such a good one.
That's what I'm picturing. Larry and I as little claymation
figures.
characters.
Oh my gosh.
Today on Husband Royale, we're going to do a new version of Can You Quote It, but it's going to be about music. So I'm going to give you the music lyric from a song.
Okay.
You can either give me the name of the song or the artist.
Okay, but if you give the artist and someone else gets the name of the song, do they win? Or does artist trump title?
Title trumps artist.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
That makes more sense because I'm looking for the song. I'm
Because the
not
song title is specific.
Yes.
Okay.
Whereas if it's like Sweet Dreams, it could be done by like 5 different people.
Right. So if you get me an artist, well, I only have the original artist down, so I only have the original person who sang the song, most likely, unless I
don't for some reason. But if you give me the song, you automatically win.
Okay.
If you give me the artist, and the other person gives me the song, they get the point.
Okay.
Sound fair?
Sounds fair.
Sounds good.
Are we dinging? Ding. Ding.
Is that what you did last time? You ding, right? Don't we ding?
I think we
Yeah.
ding.
Ding, yeah, I think you ding. I think you ding a
Ding
ding a
dong.
ling ding. All right. Now remember, this is for your three-peat. Okay? You get 3 in a row, you're back on the show.
Treble crowd.
You get back. You're officially back on the show. You're no longer in.
Oh yeah, I did win the last 2.
Yeah. Rub it in. He even tried to cheat last time. He made that 5-point question and still lost.
I can't believe that.
All right, ready?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
you looked at me, but no one said anything. All right, here's the first one. I said, "Oh, I'm blinded by the lights. No, I can't sleep until I feel your touch."
Ding. Blinding Lights by The Weeknd.
Yes, it is.
I was gonna say, blinded by the light, wrapped up like a deuce. In the middle, but no.
Are we ready for the next one?
Yes.
Yes.
I want to hide the truth. I want to shelter you. But with the beast inside,
There's nowhere we can hide.
Ding.
Yes.
I got nothing. Sorry. You told me to think about it. You told me ding and then think about it. And
no,
I
I
can't.
didn't. No, I didn't. You're the one who wants to get rid of the ding and then think about it. Forgot about that rule. You have 5 seconds to answer when you ding.
Ding Lady Gaga?
Nope.
I don't know.
Do you have a real answer?
Ding. Is it from Frozen?
No. None of them are from any Disney type related things.
Oh, not musical.
I didn't do any Disney related stuff.
Dang, because it sounded like that one from Frozen.
Do you want me to read you the lyric one more time?
Yes, one more time.
I want to hide the truth. I want to shelter you. But with the beast inside, there's nowhere we can hide.
I still got nothing.
Nothing.
Demons by Imagine Dragons.
Oh, jeez.
We just talked about
I
that.
know, it's my favorite song. Way to go, guys. Because if you like it, then you should have put a ring on it. If
Ding.
you like it. Yes?
Beyonce. If you like it, then you should have put a ring on it. Single ladies.
I was just about to ding.
Yeah, I was going to be like, he's going to get it.
Ding, ding, ding.
Yes.
Single ladies. You did. Good
I
job,
got
babe.
one.
Ready?
Yes.
Big wheels keep on turning. Carry me home to see my kin.
Ding. Proud Mary.
Who?
Proud Mary?
No.
Ding. Country Roads?
No. Sweet Home Alabama by Leonard Skinner.
Oh, it
Yeah.
sounded like Proud Mary.
This
Sweet
By
wheels
Tina
keep on
Turner.
turning,
Yeah.
turning,
Carry
burning, keep
home to
on
see
burning.
my kin. Come on, it's
yeah,
like the
no.
opening. It's like one of the opening lyrics, I think.
I wish she would actually sing them
While
instead
I-
of just saying them.
While I don't dislike country music.
Fine, I'll sing this one.
Okay. Well,
don't
you don't dislike country music.
Oh, I generally don't gravitate to it specifically. Sweet
No,
Home
that's
Alabama.
not country though. That's classic
It's-
rock.
It's also just
It's classic rock.
it's Alabama.
It doesn't matter. It's a classic rock song.
It's
Who sings it?
Alabama.
Leonard Skinner.
It
Leonard
is.
Skinner was
You're
a country
right.
artist.
But that was a country. But it's a classic rock style song.
It's not. It's not what I would consider country.
Gonna look it up. But
This is
continue.
why I looked up 20 lyrics. So instead of just
12.
Okay.
I can't give a lyric when you're looking something up out.
Sorry, I'm trying. Oh, it only showed me the movie. Continue.
Okay. It's a cool place, and they say it gets colder.
Ding.
Bundled up. Yes.
All Star.
Yes.
By Smash Mouth.
We only needed one.
All right. Ready?
And the silence, it became so very clear that you had long ago.
Disappeared.
I cursed myself for being surprised that this didn't play like it did in my mind.
No, nothing. You know, all the listeners are like, "Why are you getting these?"
Got nothing.
Bigsby Canyon Bridge by Death Cab for Cutie. I gave you guys all the answers before we started playing.
To be fair, I don't think I've ever heard that.
I've
song.
never heard that
It's a
song
very
before.
good song.
It's a very emotional song, but it's very good. We'll talk about it later.
Okay, ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, I gotta remember how the lyric goes. Remember to let her into your heart, then you can start to
Hey,
make
Jude.
it better.
By the Beatles.
Yep.
That's fine. That's fine.
If I sing this one, it's gonna give it away.
Okay.
If I
Don't sing it.
I'm walking down the line that divides me somewhere in my mind, on the borderline of the edge, and where I
Ding.
walk alone.
Boulevard of Broken Dreams.
Yep.
Down the boulevard
should've
of
sang it.
broken dreams.
I can't stop this feeling deep inside of me. Girl, you just don't realize what you do to me.
Ding. I can't stop this feeling.
No.
Oh.
Dang, I almost had it. I know the song.
He knows
Oh.
it too.
It's from the Guardians of the Galaxy soundtrack.
Your 5 seconds is up.
I didn't
Ooga
even- I haven't
chaka,
even dinged-
ooga chaka,
Oh,
ooga chaka.
Are you gonna ding, or are you just gonna sit there and think about
Well, remember, we can't ding until we know it.
it? If you don't know it.
Hooked on a feeling, you're 2 grand out of time.
That's fair. That's fair. I'll take that.
Well, you don't done me, and you bet I felt it. I tried to be chill, but
Ding.
you're so hot that I melted.
I'm Yours
Yep.
by Jason Mraz.
Yep.
My go-to karaoke song.
It is
sometimes.
tied 3-3.
What is his Royale? Ooh.
There's a feeling I get when I look to the west, and my spirit is crying for leaving. In my thoughts I have seen rings of smoke through the trees, and the voices of those who's standing looking.
Nope.
Nope.
Stairway to Heaven by Led Zeppelin.
Okay, that's fair.
This was so easy. If you don't get this one, I'm just gonna leave. I'm gonna pop some tags. Only got $20
Ding.
in my.
Thrift store? By. What's his name? He has the Macklemore?
I know this song. This is awesome. I don't know what the name of the song is.
I'll give it to you because you got Macklemore, but it's Thrift Shop.
I said
said
thrift
thrift store.
store.
Oh, see, I thought
That's one-
that was what it was. I thought it was
No,
thrift,
it's thrift
okay.
shop.
Okay, that's a fair distinction, though.
When I was a young boy, my father took me into the
Ding.
city.
Black Parade.
Yes.
I don't know that song.
When I was a young boy,
If Larry gets this one, he
my
wins.
father took me into the city.
You ready, Alan? You prepared?
Yes.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Ding. Sound of Silence.
Yes.
It's funny because I was waiting for that to be a lyric.
Oh,
Hello,
well,
darkness.
I was gonna pick something else, and I was like, "Oh, that one's a little easy." But did you at least know that one?
I've come to talk with you.
I'll pick more
again.
poppy songs for you
I-
next time.
That wouldn't work either.
You told me to pick music lyrics.
I know, and I like the thing is, I do
I get to come
so
back on
well on. So yes, you get to come back on this show. We are now Giggles and Gays
with
the
Larry,
three of us.
with Larry included.
Congratulations, you got the job.
Yay! Insert applause here.
Okay, that'll be where I put the applause. You win.
Congratulations,
You win.
Dave. That is
Well,
three
he did
times.
he got a prize this time. He got to be back on the show.
That is 3 times that you have won.
I am the big fat winner.
Congratulations. It's like the thing is, I know so many random stupid facts.
We should have a trivia thing then.
No, you would win too, because then I wouldn't ding in early enough, and that's just
we'll-
what would happen.
We'll rig it sometime where we pick a topic only you will know.
So
This is gonna be the names of actors on TV and movies. I will lose. So fast.
Well, last night we were watching a movie. I was like, "Do you know where she's from? Do you know where he's from?
I was like,
do you know where
which-
they're from? Do you know when that was? Do you know what?" I do know.
My go-to guest was Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah,
One of them was right though.
one of them was right, and then you got the other one. It was on Parks and Rec.
Yeah, but that was Mark Brendan's.
Mark Brandanowitz. But next, ladies and gentlemen, is one of my favorite segments. One of my favorite things ever, and that is what?
Share a story.
That's correct, everybody. It's Share a Story! And this week, to go along with our musical theme, yes, Jeff, with your knowing eyes.
Oh, I was just going to say there were no Cher songs that I picked. Thank you. That was my PSA.
Oh, why didn't you pick any Cher songs? I might have actually got some of those
Well,
right.
I'm going to go more diva next time for you.
Ooh, can we have a Divas episode?
Sure.
Remember when they used to do that on VH1? No?
I remember-
Before your times? Okay.
I remember.
I didn't have to say it this time.
It's true.
I love the decade.
Oh no, this is where they did divas. Like there was all of these women and they would all sing individually and then they put them all together.
Ooh.
But it was people like Aretha and Mariah and Britney and I don't know if Britney.
In my defense, I did have to go into my iTunes library to find some of those songs because, like I said before, when I was trying to find like song lyrics, it was picking songs that I never even heard of, and if I never heard of it, I most likely figured you'd never heard of it.
Yeah, well I mean obviously.
I
that's
almost
the
did pick
case.
Follow You Into the Dark. It was between that and Bigsby Canyon, but I went with Bigsby Canyon.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
But now we'll have to listen to it afterwards. We'll have to enlighten you.
So this week's Share a Story is going to be about a musical event that you went to, not that you participated in, one that you went to, like your first concert or a concert you've been to, your favorite concert you've been to, things like that. So we're gonna go ahead and start with Larry.
Oh, okay.
Do you need me to go start with someone else? I mean, we wrote this down, so you should have already known what was going
Can
on.
you be nice? Oh, he's back on the show, so now we have to be nice to him now. He's not an intern.
Oh man,
You're degraded back to intern.
Okay, in classic Larry fashion, I have 3.
Well, he gave you multiple
You
options.
get one. This is Share a Story, not share.
Question: can you make
Multiple
all three of them
stories.
into one story?
I can make all 3 of them into one story. Yes, thank you for that challenge. I can do that. Music has long affected my emotional being.
What a great story! All right, out. No, kidding.
And there are multiple times throughout my life where hearing live music has changed me for the better.
This
The
sounds
first
like multiple
was-
stories.
No, it's multiple
The
stories. in one
Muse
story.
concert, which I consider my first concert. It was amazing and wonderful and fantastic. From there, another quieter experience was hearing Claire de Lune played on the piano in the Grand Floridian. It is now one of my favorite songs, and it made me cry at work. But then, of course, one of my favorite concerts was sitting in the nosebleed seats with my husband for the Michael Bublé concert.
They weren't nosebleed. They were like sniffles.
They gave me vertigo. But it
Pretty
was
sure
the
you had
best.
vertigo before
It
you
was
went.
the best high altitude seats ever.
We could see him really
We
good though.
really could.
Yeah.
Like it was really great seats.
It was our one Christmas present that
That was.
and we got them on good sale.
Yeah, that was. But that was. I love that concert, and they played all. He played all of our favorite songs.
And then
Barring
he came back
Christmas
out and then
music.
came back and sang another
Like,
song.
yeah, that was so great. We were like, oh, that was a good concert. And then he busts out and the band keeps playing. And we are like, oh, he's back. We knew this was going to happen, but it's still exciting.
We ate $25 hot dogs in the.
Damn.
They weren't $25. They were like 10,
16.
16?
together.
Together, maybe? I
No,
don't
they
know.
were a piece.
It was a lot.
Was it a
It
good
was an
hot dog?
Amway.
Was it a
It
good
was a
hot
thick
dog?
and juicy hot dog.
Yeah.
We got chili and stuff on it, but
Oh, that's why.
yeah. Well, I mean, that's all they had. They didn't give us another option.
You can just have a plain hot dog?
No, because they were chili dogs. It was fun though. We sat next to fun people.
We did.
Yeah, that was fun. Well, thank you for sharing a story,
That was a story.
Jeff. I don't even want to ask Jeff. Can you give us a story that you'd like to share?
My favorite band concert experience would probably be Imagine Dragons when we saw them They played in Tampa 2 years ago in the outdoor stadium they have down there, theater thing that they have there. That was really cool. You know, we sat on the lawn. We had our little blanket. My aunt came because she lives in Tampa. It was me, Patrick, and my aunt, and we just watched They're really good live, like real good live. I went to Monster Ball tour, so I saw that in New York City. That was fun.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah, she's good live too.
Gaga, right?
Yeah, Lady
Okay.
Gaga. Yeah, Lady Gaga Monster Ball tour. That
I
was
was
in
like, I can't remember
2000.
if that was a tour or not.
It was in 2010.
That's only 10 years ago.
I
She has Oreos, by the way. Did you see them? That Chromatica.
They're pink Oreos with green filling.
Guys, if you could see my face right now, it does not look like Jeff's at all. This is so like whatever. And mine's like, I can't wait to get these cookies.
Get those cookies. Get those cookies.
I also saw a cool one. I saw was in Philly. It was just forgot what they're called. I can't remember their name now. It
The
was
Who?
No, but thank you for that.
Metallica?
Do I look like someone who listens to Metallica?
Do I look like someone who listens to Metallica?
Maybe on the weekends.
I do listen to Metallica.
They sing the Cave song.
Mumford and Sons. There we go.
I was
Got
gonna
it.
say-
When you said cave song, all I could think of was that one, I don't want to go to work
I think
today.
the song's-
I don't want to go to work today.
I think the song's called The Cave. But anyway, Mumford and Sons. That was a really cool one because that band's fucking huge. Because they have all.
Mumford
and
and
Sons.
Sons.
Yeah, they were really cool live because it was like, it wasn't in like a stadium. It wasn't at a bar either though, but it was like a music venue. But it was really cool. I saw why can't I remember the names of these people when I'm trying to talk about them all?
Because
of a
it was
sudden?
Share a
Simon
Story.
and Garfunkel?
No, they sing Party Rock Anthem.
Miley Cyrus?
Party Rock and
Party Rock
Party
Anthem.
Rock is in the house.
Yeah.
Was it Party Rock?
tonight.
Because he was in the house tonight.
I can't remember what they're called now. Who sings Party Rock?
That's what I'm.
Wow,
gonna-
we're gonna sound so bad.
Hey Siri, who sings Party Rock?
Party Rock Anthem, featuring Lauren Bennett and Goon Rock, is by LMFAO.
LMFAO. There we go. I saw
you,
them
sir.
in a New York Staten Island bar
Wow.
place when I was in college, freshman in college. I don't know how we got in because there was definitely alcohol and drugs all over the place. It was a very scary experience being on that floor because it wasn't really a floor. It was more
Now
like
that's a
giant,
story.
It's more like a giant mosh pit, and I'm pretty sure Little Jeff was gonna die, but Little Jeff survived to tell the tale. Why are you giving me that look?
Continue. Tell you later.
Why?
Because I'll tell you later.
Tell me now.
Nope.
Why?
Nope.
Why?
Nope.
Why?
Nope.
Why?
Nope.
I didn't die. I also weighed 120 pounds when I went to it. Because I was a skinny little kid out of high school. And that's why Little Jeff was going to die. Does that have anything to do with it?
No.
Oh.
Later.
Now I'm really worried.
No, it's kind of funny, but I don't want to put. That's something I do not want to talk about. Anyways, so okay, no one understands the point of Share a Story,
I don't have a story of going to a concert, though.
but no one understands the point of a story. You guys got millions of stories now. I have to come up with multiple stories.
Fine. Here's my one story.
You too late.
My one story is lovingly listening to yours.
Oh Jesus Christ! Anyways, I've got two.
You can only have one. It's called Share a Story.
Well, you guys got to share more, and I want to share more.
Technically, I shared experiences because you did say we were talking about experiences.
Yes,
I
experiences. That was
shared-
my fault.
I shared
I should be more
experience.
specific.
I also saw Queen and Adam Lambert last year.
Oh, I do want to see them.
They were at the Tampa one.
Save that question. Save that question. Remind me.
There's a question?
No, in my head, I'm talking to myself, but I'm talking out loud. But
babe,
so
what's
one
your
of
two?
one of my two, when I worked at a summer camp in Boca, we saw Rascal Flatts. Like when Rascal Flatts was at like the height. Oh, when they did that song, it was so good. Like, and it was me and some of the other counselors that I worked with. Fallon was one of them. You know Fallon.
Yeah.
Yep, Fallon was one of them. She came. We rocked. We got drunk. It was wonderful. It was so much fun. And then another one was my best friend Trisha is actually in a super like screamo metal band. And the first time I got to see her perform was amazing. Like, it was just in a bar, and we waited around for a while. But getting to see her play the bass and do all that was super fun. And, like, it made my entire history of knowing her just so cool. She was awesome in it. She had, like, her hair was long, and it was just cute. She was awesome. But then I'm going to say something, this is going to be number 3, but like a music type experience I love is like music theater and hoop-de-doo. Hoop-de-doo. Jeff's never been.
I've been to the
you have been hoop-de-doo. Has Patrick been?
No.
Wait,
No.
you've been with us?
No.
Remember, Jeff has never been to Colorado. That's
I've been to Hoop-de-Doo. Patrick's never been to Hoop-de-Doo.
Okay, Patrick's never been to hoop-de-doo. I
I've been
love
to Hoop-de-doo
hoop-de-doo.
once.
That is going to be the only time, unless they bring it back. But Hoop-de-Doo is awesome. Everyone in Hoop-de-Doo is awesome. I'm really sorry you're not doing Hoop-de-Doo right now. But you guys were awesome. Everyone, you guys are my favorites there. But so what I wanted to remember, what is one concert you want to see? Or if you could pick a concert that you absolutely want to see, who would it be? And you get one person.
I currently have tickets for Elton John because it got canceled.
Shut the fuck up.
oh yeah
For the Yellow Brick Road. I was supposed to go in
Yes.
June. It was Patrick's birthday present. I got him tickets for it, but it got canceled right now. But we still
Was
have
it
the
in
tickets.
Florida?
Yeah, it was in
Tampa?
No, the other one. Amway?
Fort Lauderdale?
No.
Orlando?
Yeah,
It's
what-
Amway.
Is Amway Orlando? It was at Amway.
That's
yeah.
great. That's great.
We had great tickets. I got a good price for it. I was super excited to see it. The Yellow Brick Road, Farewell to Yellow Brick Road tour, whatever it is. Yep, still got tickets for it, but can't see it yet because it's not going on.
I have heard it's awesome.
Yeah, I'm
And
super
that's
excited.
all I've seen everywhere is that it's just awesome.
I'm super excited for it, but there's a pandemic.
Yeah, I can't be that close to people. Can you imagine in that theater or that place?
I've never been in there. So.
Oh, it's huge.
Well, I just,
Like, and they cram people in right next to each other.
Yeah.
Having to space that out, they would lose so much money.
yeah.
But that's a
Well,
really
they could do it
good
over
one.
multiple nights, but then that's worse for him. So
Yeah, he's getting up there. I don't like. It's probably hard enough to do the tours he has.
yeah. Well, it was supposed to be the end.
Yeah, it was supposed to be his end. Now he's just got to come back out and do it.
Yeah.
I want to see Cher.
oh yes
I know that's very stereotypical, but I would love to see Cher in concert.
that would be
100%. She does. I've seen videos and she's amazing. What about you, babe?
Foo Fighters. Foo Fighters.
Who's the other band that's closely related to the Foo Fighters?
Well, Dave Grohl's been in like everything.
Because I'm keep trying to think of a concert that I went to right after high school.
Because he does like drums and guitar for like everyone. Because he got his start with Nirvana. He was the drummer in Nirvana. And then he's gone on to do like everything else.
I want to say I saw the Foo Fighters when I got out of high school. It was either the Foo Fighters or it was a band that's very similar to the Foo Fighters, like has a very similar sound to them.
Yeah.
But I can't remember what their name would be.
Well, I know Dave Grohl was part of a group called Them Crooked Vultures, but I never listened to them.
I went with my whole family's.
Oh.
Probably be the Foo Fighters.
That's how we're going to get around.
I love that video.
Oh, it's so much fun. It's got Jack Black and
And there's so many good people in that video. That's such a great music video.
that's so good. I also like the music video for Everlong. Have you seen that one? Mm-mm. It's a dream sequence. And so it's about him. It's about like he's trying to save his girlfriend, who's one of the members of the band dressed as a girl. And there's a part in it where like he's going to fight the bad guy. And instead of getting a weapon or anything, his hand just gets really big, and he just slaps the guy.
That sounds like them, though.
It is. It does.
Now, I know music has touched probably every point of our lives, but what type of things musically did you specifically do. Like, babe, what did you specifically do?
It's so music that I've actually been a part of, especially through school. I was involved in a lot of music. I was in high school choir. I got all the way up into our show choir called Troubadours, and that was fun. We got to go to New Mexico. I was also in middle school band. I would have kept going, but the instruments were too expensive. But I got to play the alto saxophone. It was pretty fun. Let's see here. Oh yeah, I wrote down this stuff so I wouldn't forget. I was also in 2 musicals. Grease, I played Vince Fontaine, which was a very boring role. But they liked me because I did the radio voice really well. Which, I mean...
I think you have a radio voice.
Well, thank you.
But you have a face for TV.
Voice.
Oh, you're so sweet. I was also Big Jules in Guys and Dolls. And that was fun. I was only in like the second half, but it was still fun. I kept remembering one of the only things they kept telling us was when we were doing our big Luck Be a Lady scene, they're like, no, you guys gotta be manly. And we're like, what do you mean? And they're like, you look like you're Broadway backup dancers. And we're all like, but how do we be manly? And so we were just stomping, and like none of us knew how to do it. It was funny. Like we're like, how do you dance in choreography and look like manly? Like you can look masculine, but we're all just like, we're in high school. What do you want from us?
I directed a show for a high school. I mean, I didn't direct a show. I helped out with this particular show. The young man who was playing the prince was very flamboyant. But he was playing the prince. And the Prince in Cinderella is like really good part. I mean, you get a lot of really good songs. And he would not, I guess the right word would be butch up. It was very much like, he had a great voice. I can't remember. But I was just, one time I had to look at him and go, okay, you love this girl. I know you don't love this girl. But I need you to be as masculine and manly as possible. I don't think it ever worked. He would strut across the stage, and I would just be like, oh God. And I'd give him the note after the show, be like, can we stand up a little bit? Try not to switch the hips as much. And he just couldn't do it. He just couldn't do it. Yeah, I know. It'll always be my downfall. Jeff, I know you and I were both in marching band.
Yes.
Yes. Talk about your experience. Tell us about it.
I had perfect attendance all 4 years.
Of marching band?
Yes.
Oh gosh, I missed a lot. Anyways.
Perfect attendance. I was only the one of 4 people my senior year who had perfect attendance all 4 years. I was the drum captain. I played percussion. I was a bass drum player, so I had the big old bass drum strapped to me when I walked on the field.
You were a snare drummer too. With percussion sticks.
Yes, drumsticks. They're called specifically. Thank you.
Just literally, that is role play. It is going right back into my mind. Do you remember on Thanksgiving?
I know what you're talking about.
Literally, it's just popping through my mind. I'm like,
Drumsticks are an instrument. No, they're not. Yes, they are.
What's
I was
so
a
funny?
drum captain.
Percussionist. I'm a
What does that
percussionist.
mean?
I said I'm a percussionist. That's what I said.
it was so funny. Anyways,
Anyway, memories. Yeah, I was in like every band at school, like imaginable. Like if there was a band, catch me in it. I was in the junior year musical. I was in The Wizard of Oz. But
who were you?
I wasn't anybody. I was just one of the backup people.
Oh.
Because I didn't really try for a part. I just felt like being in the musical. Because I was in the pit the year before when we did Into the Woods.
What vocal range are you?
Baritone.
I could see you as like the lion.
I'm a baritone, but I sing more tenor parts because my low register I pass out. I don't have enough air. I'll just die.
So you're like a tenor 2-ish.
Yeah, I can hit the high notes in the tenor if I'm well rehearsed.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I stretched those vocal cords.
Yeah.
But I'm usually a tenor. In college, I was tenor, but I can't go like there was one day where we didn't have enough basses during high school or college chorus, and my professor was like, "Oh, Jeff, go to bass." I almost died. Those notes went so low because he wrote all the music out himself because he was a composer, and he made those bass notes. He like made me sing like bass 2, and I was like, "I'm a tenor. I'm gonna die." He like 5 minutes into the song, he put me back in the tenor section, and he was like, "Just go back." And I was like,
Just leave.
I was like, "Thanks. I can't hit those notes." But I was in that, and then senior year we did How to Succeed in Business Without Really Trying, and I went back to the pit because we didn't have they didn't have another percussionist, so I had to go back to the pit.
Oh.
Because I like that show. I would have been in the show.
Into the pit.
But I had to play set for it. But then during Fraternity of Men, right? That's what it's called, right? Fraternity of Men?
Sure.
Brotherhood of Men? Brotherhood of Men?
Brotherhood, I think.
Brotherhood, right?
Family of men. Friends of
Yeah, there's the percussion part goes on the cymbal, and during the last show, I made it go really fast. And they were all like speeding up on stage. It was hilarious, like because the conductor was just like, "You can go a little faster," and I was like, "Whoa!" Yeah, and she was like, "Slow down," and I was like, but yeah, I did. Music's always been something. I did community band afterwards, so I was still playing music all the way up until I moved down here. I haven't played anything since I moved down here. I was learning piano, but I haven't done that forever. I played trombone. I played tuba for a hot minute. I played baritone for a hot minute. I made a sound out of an oboe once. I was very proud of myself.
I saved an oboe reed that I decided to buy one time in middle school for the longest time, so that way I could try. I was like, I'm going to be an oboe player. There's a school oboe. Yeah. No, I couldn't do it.
Oboe, double reed instruments are hard.
They're so hard.
Yeah, but I made a sound out of it once. And
They
I
also
was
are the
so-
first to go wonky.
Yes.
In anything you do, they're the first to go, eek.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. Made a sound out of that. I've made a sound out of every instrument, and I was very proud of myself because I originally started with trumpet. My very first instrument was a trumpet, but then I got braces, and fifth grade Jeff was like, "I can't play trumpet anymore.
Because that hurts.
I have braces," and I was so upset because I was forced to. I didn't even know I was going to get braces. I literally came home from school one day, and my mom was like, "Oh, you're not going to school tomorrow," and I said, "Oh, yay!" And she's like, "You're getting braces," and I said, "Excuse the fuck out of me." What? Yeah, it was a traumatic time in my life. But then I decided to pick up drums, and it was a very good choice. But what about you?
I think we didn't a lot of schools now have elementary school band.
We had elementary school.
We did not have elementary school
They
band.
had music class.
I mean,
We
they
had
start
both.
giving kids instruments super
I
young.
played the xylophone
Everyone played the
and the
xylophone.
recorder.
Technically, my very first instrument was a violin.
Ooh.
Then I went to cello. We also had recorders. So, I rocked the recorder. That's what we played in music class. And then I went to trumpet, and then I went to drums.
I think that's a logical natural progression with a lot of people.
Start with violin.
Mine, what I did like little musical thingies in elementary school. We had chorus 4th and 5th grade. You could only be 4th and 5th grade to do chorus, no younger. I mean, I guess you can't read before 4th grade.
Our chorus in middle school was music class. So in music class, we learned songs, and then we had like holiday concerts and stuff that you sang from music
With
class.
the band.
No, we never did it with the band.
See, I guess Florida's just weird. We had that, we had that in elementary school. We had a chorus in middle school as a class that sang, because it was the band director was all the same for everybody. I did not do middle school band or middle school chorus because I just didn't. But I did. I played tuba in middle school all through high school. I loved the sousaphone because it was the easiest thing to do. And then in high school, I love marching band. Mm-hmm. I absolutely if I could do marching band right now, I would love it. My senior year, I was drum major, which I loved because it was actually something I said in 9th grade year. I was like, I'm going to be drum major.
What
my
song
senior
did you
year.
conduct?
For my audition?
Did you conduct it on the field?
Oh, yeah, well, I conducted a lot of songs on the field, but for our marching band competition our senior year, the band director called the song Appalachian Morning. Mm-hmm. And then after that, the song number 2 was Down to the River to Pray from Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? Mm-hmm. We did a country theme, like an Appalachian type theme. And then the last song I didn't conduct. I actually got down and I played tuba for it. Do you remember the old Winn Dixie song? Like the Where's My Beef? Bump bum 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 bum. Yep, that was the last one. I played tuba for that one. But, and then of course I did all the Stan's music, which I love Stan. I wish I could do Stan's music all day long.
Did you guys play the Hey song?
Yes.
So funny.
Are you talking about Hey or Hey Baby?
Hey song? The bump, 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 bump.
We played that one time my senior year. Our band director didn't like it.
Oh, that was our like go-to song.
Mm-hmm.
My junior year, I got so into it when we were playing because it's all bass drum.
Mm-hmm.
So we just flip the bass drum sideways when we start going. I punched right through the head of the bass drum. I broke a bass drum. I was going bump, 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 pow, and it went right through. And I was like, oh! And
What did you do?
My band director looked at me and he was like, and I was like, whoop! And I flipped it over and I was just like, boop, 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 boop. Luckily, we had extra heads at the in the band. Well, yeah, we didn't have many, but we had the right one. But I didn't know I didn't know I could break it. It must have been
going.
We're not hardcore marching. We weren't hardcore marching band, so we didn't compete or anything like that. It was kind of just like a
Friday night kind of thing?
Or Saturday morning type thing. Yeah, so we would do that. So it probably hadn't been changed in like years. So I'm sure it was worn down.
Right.
And it was on its way
It
out.
wasn't all your fault.
Right, but I punched through that bitch real hard. Like, I wouldn't... Because you still gotta, like, even so, you still gotta...
Right, you have to make it has to make a sound. Like, you have to hear it.
Yeah, and I'm not, like, a ripped kid. I was never a ripped... I just ran track, so I was, like, lean, but I
Right.
didn't, like, have, like, bulging football player muscles. I'm just going... Boom, 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 right through it. It was awkward.
Like, for me, marching band, like, I would love playing Stan's music. Like, I know that we had, like, a competition show, because you do one competition show a year, and then you go to the different competitions. We used to do, like, 3 or 4 competitions. I used to love doing pregame for football, because we only did it on Fridays. We only played for the football games on Fridays. That was all we did. We didn't do any other pep bands or anything. But I used to love doing pregame, because we would play this song called Seminole Uprising, which is from Florida State University. They would play it for their pregame. But then we would like do this thing and we would build a tunnel for the football players, and I would be up there conducting like our school fight song. And for me, it was super fun. I don't know why, but I got most school spirit in high school. It was me.
I wonder why.
It was me and one of the cheerleader captains. I think it's just because we, but I love doing Stan's music. I loved marching band. I fell. Okay, I'm playing a sousaphone. I fell my freshman year with a sousaphone during practice. Okay, fine. Competitions. Sophomore year, also fell with a sousaphone. Junior year, fell with a sousaphone the morning of a competition.
Oh.
Senior year, my last big hurrah. I got, I was drum major. It was my senior year. I was like, oh my God, this is awesome. Put on my tuba, because I go down the steps, put on my tuba. I lose my glasses, because I wore glasses in the first half of my senior year, lose my glasses. So I can't see. Don't know where my glasses went. I run to my spot. It rained that morning. We do a double time. And I double timed and I fell during the final, like the last, it's where you're judged. It's marching performance assessment.
Right.
So I finish out the show, whatever. I'm crying because not only is it my last performance of my senior year, of my senior football season, marching season, but I've also just embarrassed myself in front of an entire stand of people. Everyone goes, oh my gosh, Alan, are you crying? Everyone just thought I was crying because it was like, it's sad, it's over. I was like, no, I lost my glasses and I just fucking fell. That's why I'm crying. So I got my glasses. My glasses were crooked. They were just terrible. So I stayed around the county for the next, couple of years. I would go to a marching band to work for them. And there were kids still in the marching band who go, are you that guy that fell with a sousaphone? And I was like, oh. I fell, but thank God I was never hurt.
Yeah, I was going to say.
I never got hurt with a sousaphone. The sousaphone never got bent. It was crazy.
I never fell with my bass drum. That would hurt.
Oh, can you imagine?
Well, I didn't play the biggest.
Because there's what, 4? Is there 4 basses?
Well, it depends how many you have. We had 4. We had like the tiny. We had the tiny one. Then the next step up, that was me. Then the next step up, and then because I was always in charge of the section.
Oh my
so
gosh.
I'm not gonna carry the big fat. I think I gave my little brother the big one. But because he was a bass drum player too, his freshman year, I let him into the bass drum section. So I was like, well, you know the drum captain, so.
But like I did a whole lot. I did a whole lot of other musical stuff. Like we did concert band, that kind of thing. But then after high school, I did a lot of musicals and with community theaters and things like that. There's too many to mention. That is a completely another episode where we talk about that. But I mean, I would say it's safe to assume that music was a very big part of all of our lives growing up. I always thought that music was just this thing, but now looking back at it, like to be a musician and to play things and even, doing musical theater and stuff like that, you have to read, you have to look at the music, and you have to make something happen all at the same time. Like, it's the biggest multitasking thing you can do. People, and it's a well-known fact, people that are in band in high school and whatnot are smarter than people who did not have any type of musical education. And I think that's mostly due to the amazing band directors we have. Like, I know my all of my band directors except for one. She was a nutcase. She was a mess. She put a couch in her office. The reason she got fired is because one of her students got drunk, and she laid next to him. That's what she said. Anyways, I think and they were all underage, so she was terrible. She was a terrible human being in general. But I think all our musical educators, like, they deserve so much, like, praise for what they did at least the 3 of us. I mean, they did good stuff for us. I'm sorry, that's just a soapbox of mine. I love musical educators, so shout out to Mr. Langford. You were mine. You were one of my favorites. So, still can't call you Jeremy. Won't call you Jeremy. Anyways, so, I think that was fun.
Yeah. I think that was very fun.
It was super fun.
Oh, music.
Music makes... Who sings it?
Madonna?
Good
Is
job.
it Madonna?
He won the game.
At least I was just making sure that he deserved to come back.
Well, wait, because now when we play again, if he loses, if he doesn't get the 4-peat, you lose once, you're out.
It's true. But let's see if he gets this next part right, though. You know what I'm talking about.
I do. Once you said that, so I had to think about it for a second. But let us know what your guys' favorite songs are, artists, and all that stuff. You can email those to us at gigglesandgays@gmail.com. You can tweet it at us at
Giggles and Gays on Twitter. I got it.
Guess you can stay now.
Instagram.
At Giggles and Gays.
And
Please
you can-
feel free to reach out there. We always respond.
And you can Facebook us at Giggles and Gays as well. We are still looking for some drink ideas, guys. So definitely send them to us. We've gotten a couple.
Sister sent us a really good one. Apparently, it's a mix of alcohol.
Don't give it away. Don't give it away.
I'll save it.
I'm
But
saving that.
shout out to my
Where'd
sister
she send
Lexi.
it? She texted to you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fine.
It's
Lexi does listen every
Text
week.
it to the email
yes.
so we can have everything in one spot.
Yes, email it. I think Katie has sent something, and
Jess
has sent something, and Lexi has sent something in. So everybody make sure you do it. So that way we can have a fun time picking them.
You want to get us wasted? Get us wasted.
Something's gonna happen.
But you guys can also listen to this podcast wherever podcasts are found. If you're listening to it on something that's not Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or the Music Play Store, the Google Play Store, I don't know what
Sure.
it's called. Whatever it's
think
called.
it's Google Play.
You Android users, let us know.
And get ready because we have a lot of special fun stuff coming at you. So
'Tis the season.
get ready.
Well, I had a wonderful time. Y'all
Also, please wear your masks.
Yes, mask up.
Yes. Make sure it's over your nose and under your chin the entire time. Because if it's only under your chin, it's not protecting anybody.
Wait till you get to your car to take it off. No one wants to pass by you in a parking lot either. Okay, Target lady.
And like if you don't wear, oh my gosh,
Oh, is that a written? Do we need another rage episode?
We'll get back to you guys on that.
if and you know what, guys, if you don't want to wear a mask, that's fine. Just know that everyone else who sees you thinks you're a rat licker.
Or an idiot.
Hardcore judge people in my I didn't notice it till the other day, but if I'm in a store and I see somebody with a mask on, judge them so hard in my head. I didn't notice I was doing this at
Mask
first.
off.
Mask off. Yeah, sorry, not on. Mask off.
On makes
I-
me happy.
Yeah. I never realized how much I judge somebody, or I guess I've subconsciously been leaving aisles and stuff if I see somebody without a mask on.
Oh, absolutely.
But I never noticed it until the other day when I was actively doing it, and I was like, "Whoa!"
Yeah, it's kind of subconscious now.
Alan's rage comments have gotten to me.
It's kind of you subconsciously do that now.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you don't have a mask on. I'm gonna wait till you leave the aisle, and then I'm gonna sanitize myself when I get to my car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this has been fun. I'm Larry.
I'm Alan.
I'm Jeff.
And this has been Giggles and Gays. Thank you so much for listening to us.
Guys, keep calm and giggle on.
Oh man, wear a mask.